What's up, everyone? You guys hear me or what? What's up, Renzo? What's up, Nick Pro Gamer? Yo, what's happening, everyone? I am live. How's the audio? I think last time I streamed, I was kind of quiet, so hopefully it sounds better this time. Modern vintage eyebrows, man. You better believe it. What's up, Aldo Black? What's up, Corey? Amanda? Origami Fighter? Levels are good? Awesome, thank you. What's up, Noah? Awesome. Hope everyone's doing well. You like the thick eyebrows there, Marshall? Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining, everyone. Hey, what's up? Greetings from Melbourne. Melbourne's my hometown. Awesome. Thanks for joining, man. Thanks, Dale. Appreciate the kind words. What's up, Chaos Generator? What's up, Noah? Hello from Spain. What's up, Troll Party 97? Thanks for joining, everyone. You want a shout out? Just let me know. I'll give you one right now. Death Prevails. How you doing, buddy? What's up, Joseph? What's up, Logan? Well, hey, what's up, Tone NZ? What's up, Josh? Toronto representing, all right. Gamers rise up. You better believe it, Zem CS. How come you got a sink in your computer room? Dude, I got a bathroom back there. What's up, DNA? I'm doing well, man. How are you doing? Hey, thanks, Ariel, for the super chat, man. Appreciated. Rubinho, you want a shout out, buddy? You got one. Rubinho 146. Thanks for joining, man. What's up, Steven? It's probably pretty warm down there in South Carolina right now. What's up, Aiden? Aiden Marietta. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate the kind words. Marshall wants Ouya homebrew. Maybe I'll look at the Ouya. I got an Ouya. I got a boxed Ouya, actually. Not that I really use it very much, but I'll check it out. Sipping some lean? Nah, dude. I'm sipping kombucha. Like the last stream, if you guys were on that one. What's up, Jack Martin? What's up, Mickey D? Thank you so much. Game wide. My day was pretty good, man. It's Monday, so I was at work all day, so I just thought I'd chill out, relax, and hang out with you guys for a bit. See what's going on. Oh, you liked the PS2 video? Awesome. Thank you so much, Petey815. Yes, it is tea. Totally awesome. No beer. I'm not really feeling like beer tonight, Justin. Maybe if I was streaming later in the week, I'd probably drink some beers, but it's Monday, man. Just got to get through the day, you know. What's up, Paul? I see you there, buddy, from Florida. What's up, JRM Productions? Thanks for joining, man. The Ouya was a flop, to be honest. It was a flop. Yeah, it's a pretty terrible system. Not going to lie. Absolutely, man. It was one of those days, man. One of those Mondays for me. Retro forever. Yeah, you better believe it, that game wide. Had high hopes for the Ouya. Did you, DNA, did you kickstart, or did you back it via Kickstarter? I never backed it. I just saw one in the store and bought one. Jack Martin, what's your favorite game? Mine is probably Tomb Raider on the PlayStation 1. Jack, I would say Super Metroid on the Super NES is my favorite game. 80's totally awesome. Do you like the Capcom stick? Dude, that Capcom stick looks like an absolute dumpster fire, dude. You know my thoughts about it. Shadow King, what full set do you have, and can you show your video game collection? I don't have any full sets, Shadow King, but I will be doing a game room tour pretty soon, so stick around for that. I've got a pretty decent sized collection of games, but I don't have any full sets, man. Any thoughts on the PlayStation 5 specs? Matthew Herrera asks. I mean, if it's true, I'm pretty psyched about it. But the thing is, I think that we've been through this situation before where Sony and Microsoft kind of overpromise so much stuff, and when it actually comes out, things are a little more cut down than what we expected. I mean, the thing that really kind of got me was they talk about 8K resolution. But seriously, man, I mean, we can't even get 4K 60, or we can't even get 1080p 60, locked. So let's get 1080p 60 figured out, or let's get 4K 60 figured out first before we start talking about, 8K. But I'm pretty psyched about the PS4, the PS5. I think it'll be cool. What's up, Alex Weinberg 1? You want a shout out, buddy? You got it. Thanks for joining, man. 8K upsampled. Yeah, it's probably going to be upsampled. Or, yeah, probably for video content. But still, I mean, I don't know why they keep talking about 8K when let's get 4K 60 or even 1440p 60 going, MVG, how do you add chat messages on the live window screen? I'm using OBS, man, so it's pretty easy to do. There's like a tutorial on how to do it. It's not that hard to do. Definitely check it out. If you just Google add chat screen to OBS, you should be able to find it. Yeah, anything higher than 10. I agree. I mean, let's lock down 60 frames on 1080p and like 1440p before we start talking about 8K and stuff like that. Thank you so much, Kyle. Appreciate the kind words, man. Jail Lord, any plans on doing PS4 homebrew? Eventually, I think I will. Sega Saturn copy protection explained. There's actually a really good video on that already, Jonathan. You've probably seen it. I may look into that, but I mean the video that's already out there is pretty comprehensive. Yeah, I mean I want to see. Yeah, Ernesto is on the money. I want to see high frame rates, on the next PlayStation. I don't care about 8K and even 4K 30 is a disappointment. I want to see 60 frames at 1080p. Do you think that the next Xbox will be more powerful than the PlayStation 5? I don't know, man. I don't know. It seems like a bit of a dick measuring contest right now. So who knows? I mean, we've been in the situation before, like before the Xbox One and the PS4 came out. It was the same kind of song and dance between the two companies. So I don't really know. Hey, what's up? I'm Freddie Fazbear. How you doing, buddy? Has the Nintendo situation ended? Yes, it has. It's ended badly for me, but it's ended, man. C64 Mini is awesome. Love mine. Yes, it is, Lee. I like the C64 menu. Hey, what's up? Greetings from Mexico. Yeah, I see you there in the chat, buddy. Welcome. Thank you for joining the chat. Any chance for Xbox One homebrew? I think eventually, Untenable Paradox. I will cover that at some point, I'm sure. You want to pet my lovely head? I don't know why you'd want to do that, man, but, whatever makes you happy there, whatever makes you happy there, buddy. Can you please tell me how to homebrew either my shower or plasma ball? I'm not really sure I can help you with that there, Paul. Homebrew is not a crime. That's exactly right, Aiden. Totally agree. Ken M. Why no Candy Cab Love? Candy Cab Love. Haven't done a video in years. Dude, there will be a Candy Cab video coming over the summer. Guaranteed. What's up, Michael Chowty? Thank you for joining the chat, man. I see you there. Thanks so much, Mitch. I appreciate the kind words. Really enjoyed the PlayStation 2 video. Yes, it was awesome. How long have you been playing games? Dude, probably for about, I would say about 35 years. Long time, man. Homebrew game and beers. Absolutely. I mean, name a more iconic duo, right? Can you do a video on how the Nintendo 3DS was defeated? Yes, it's in the works, man. Yes, it's absolutely coming. I don't get why the arcade one-up toys are popular. I mean, 80's totally awesome. Dude, I think it's really more for people that want to get into arcade machines, but they don't really know much about the hobby. I mean, getting an arcade cabinet is a little daunting, especially for the first time, because there's a lot you need to really know about. So I think it's really just an easy way for people to get into it. Plus, it's cheap and it's, you know, it's kind of gimmicky. But yeah, I can definitely see the appeal. It's not for me, but I can definitely see the appeal. What phone do you think is the best in 2019? Dude, I don't really know, man. I got a Pixel phone, so I'm not really a phone guy, and you know, so that's not really my thing. Any plans on appearing in a future Spawncast episode? Hopefully. Yeah, I mean, if Spawn Wave will get me back on the channel, on the show, sorry, yeah, I'd love to come back, for sure. Can you port Doom to my toaster? Dude, I'm sure there's probably already a Doom port for toasters. Phobius, thank you so much for the super chat. With the fully first digital-only Xbox being sold, wouldn't it be great to check out the roots of digital distribution or games on demand? Yeah, man. I mean, I think I'll definitely, start looking into that at some point, I'm sure. Thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat there, buddy. You should do audiobooks. You have a radio voice? Well, thank you, Sasan. I appreciate it. What's up, Ace Bunny? I see you there. What's up, Robert? Thank you so much, man. How long have you been playing games? Dude, for a long, long time. Doom on the smart refrigerators happened? Yeah, it did. I mean, I think you can play Doom on refrigerators. Thoughts on the leaked MK11 that has already been dumped and running on the Switch? Jebediah, dude, I had no idea that was a thing. I haven't really been keeping up with MK11 news. I know it's coming out tonight, right, at like 9 o'clock or something. It doesn't surprise me that it was leaked out, honestly. I mean, obviously, you know, a lot of, released copies or review copies have gone out, so I guess it's one of those things that happens. Doesn't really surprise me. Do you recommend soft modding or hard modding an original Xbox 1.6? I would say soft mod to start. Yeah, MK11's been around for a while, as far as I know. I don't know, honestly, I don't know too much about it. I'm planning on picking it up tomorrow, and I'll definitely try it out for sure. You didn't like MK11 there, Mr. Pete? That's disappointing. I heard it's actually getting pretty good reviews, so... Jenny Rock, hey, guess what? I soft modded my original Xbox with Unleash X. Awesome, Jenny. Hopefully it's treating you well there. Jim Simciaris, quality videos, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. All the best from Melbourne. Thank you so much, Jim. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Take it easy, DNA Dimension Design. Thanks for joining, man. Am I related to Brian Altano? That's the IGN dudes. A lot of people tell me that. Do I look like Brian Altano? I guess I do in some way. Is the Wii U still worth it nowadays? Yes, it is. I think it is. I love the Wii U, man. Not a big fighting game fan. Yeah, I mean, I think if you're not really into fighting games, it won't be your jam, but I'm going to try out MK11 for sure. What's up, JRM Productions? Hey, what's up, Kenny Ways? I can never get your name right there, buddy, but see you in the chat there, man. Thoughts on Sekiro? It's awesome, Jack Martin. I love Sekiro. Love that game. Am I drinking Red Stripe? No, I'm drinking kombucha. Yes, Pina. Nothing exciting. Have you ever been to the Caribbean? I have not. But I saw the Fire Festival documentary. I thought that was pretty wild. Hey, what's up, Mike May? I see you there, man. I'm doing well, man. How are you doing? Best place to purchase vintage consoles. Thrift stores, online somewhere. I would say just look at local Craigslist, thrift stores. eBay is the absolute last, the last place I would look, but it really depends on how desperately you want to get those systems. What's up, Tyler? I see you there, man. Thanks for joining. Ever played Burnout 3 Takedown? Yes, I love Burnout 3 Takedown. That's probably my favorite Burnout game. Internet historian documental. Yeah, man, maybe. Not sure what a documental is, though. Get old consoles from garage sales. That's a good point, Sergeant Johnson. Yeah, I mean, this is the time in the US where garage sales and thrifts and all that stuff is starting to get really good, so start looking around. Will you do modded Wii in 2019? I mean, I did a Wii video fairly recently, Air Chunk. Maybe take a look at that one. It probably covers a lot of what you need already, so check that out. Mike May, what do you think of the Sinden light gun on Kickstarter? I think it's interesting, man. I'm probably going to back it. I mean, the only thing that I wish it would do is handle consoles, but I also I understand why it doesn't. But it would be really nice if it connected up to like an Xbox and a PS2 and different consoles. But hopefully more will come. There'll be more updates there. Do you game on the PC? Steve, occasionally, man. Occasionally I do. I usually play things like Diablo 3, Division 2, stuff like that. Yeah. Take a small trip to Japan and pick up some systems from there. It's not a bad idea, actually. PSP online in 2019. Yeah, I'll need to look at that. I mean, I'm assuming you can get your PSP online, and I'm assuming people are still playing their PSPs online, so I'll definitely check that out for sure. Is piracy bad? Yes, it is, Charles Smith, but homebrew is not bad, and I think that's where people get a little bit confused about some of the things I'm trying to do, but everyone's got their own opinions on stuff, I guess, so... You can find a PC Engine cheap in Japan. Yeah, absolutely. PC Engines are pretty cheap, but they are starting to creep up in price for sure. Google Stadia thoughts? I don't really put much, stock into that. I think it's just going to be another streaming service and another streaming console. So we'll see, man. I don't know. I'm probably not going to get one. Yeah, X-Link Kai should probably work for PSP, but I guess the question is, what are people playing on their PSPs? Because you really need a community to play online games, but maybe people are still playing their PSPs. Thoughts on the GPD XD? I think the GPD looks really cool, man. I've always had an issue with the price. I feel like the price is a little over... I think it's a little too expensive, and I think that's really... why I kind of haven't really covered the system at all, because I just feel like it's a little overpriced for what it is. Because, in my opinion, I think an NVIDIA Shield TV at, less than $200 is much better priced than the GPD. But, maybe that's incorrect. Homebrew for vacuum cleaners. If there was homebrew for vacuum cleaners, I would cover that for sure. Favorite controller? Mine Jokey. Dude, it is the Xbox Duke controller. Hands down. I wish I had one here. I'd show you guys, but I love the Duke. Yeah, I like the NVIDIA Shield, man. It's a good system. Have you ever made any Unleashed skins? If you have, I would definitely down. No, I have not made any Unleashed skins. That's right. Hashtag Duke. Play Planet X2 by the 8-Bit guy. I actually have Planet X3 Angel, and I will be covering that at some point on the channel. Hey MVG, can I please play Homebrew on my Sylvania MP3 player clone? If it's Android based, I'm probably guessing you can. Doing anything on the SNES backup devices? Andrew, not at the moment. Not at the moment. DS Online in 2019? Yeah, I may cover that at some point. I love the Duke. It was so fun playing with... Yeah, man. The Duke controller is awesome. I'm a huge fan of the Duke. Will you do a review of the wireless 360 controller to an OG Xbox adapter? Yes, I will, Steve. I will be doing a review of that at some point. Yeah, Phobius, that's a good point. I mean, you know, if you're not used to the Duke, you have to kind of reach for those black and white buttons, but I just really like it. I don't know. I kind of grew up with it, and it's just my favorite controller. I mean, it's ridiculously large, but it's so good, man. Amazon Fire Stick Homebrew. Yeah, I may cover that at some point. What's your stance on ROM's distribution sites, Jenga? I mean, I think they serve a purpose. I'm not surprised that they're starting to get shut down. Well, let me back up. That they were getting shut down last year. It's one of those things that happens in cycles. Like 5 years will go past and nothing will happen, then all of a sudden, Nintendo and Sony and Microsoft will just start taking these sites down. I mean, they're kind of a necessary evil, I guess, in some ways. But, I mean, I also think that, they're also riddled with, like, malware and stuff like that. So, if you are going to use ROM sites, just be careful. Restart Point, will you cover the Mister someday? Yes, absolutely, I will be covering the Mister. I'm very interested in the Mister. Very interested. How many OG Xboxes do you have? I've got, I don't know exactly, maybe like 5 or 6, Alex. You should do these streams more often. Mickey, this is my second one. Excuse me, this is my second one this month, so I'm trying to do more live streams. So we'll see. We'll try to keep it going. What is the Mr. Ham Can't ask? It's an FPGA-based retro system that has many different FPGA-based cores for many different retro systems. And I don't know exactly the ones that it works with. I wish Smoke Monster was in the chat because he would be the guy to talk to. But I've seen things like PC Engine, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, Amiga, all sorts of different stuff, and it looks awesome. Yeah, Atari ST. Yeah, not many YouTubers cover it, but yeah, I'm starting to get interested in, and I'll definitely start taking a look at it. I'm balding. Do you have any advice? Dude, Pablo, my advice is just embrace it, man. And I don't know if you're trolling or if you're being serious, but if you are being serious, just embrace it, honestly. Just go short, man. Just buzz it off. You got nothing to worry about. It's all good. Yeah, someone linked the GitHub. Let me show that. Yeah, Phobius linked the GitHub there in the chat. So click on it and you get more info there. It'll basically tell you what cores it works for. Yeah, Pablo, dude, just embrace it, man. Honestly. Do I plan to buy a wig? No, man. No, I've never given two shits about losing hair. Some people get really, I don't know, very sensitive about it, but I don't give a shit, honestly. by 1,000 wigs, 10,000 wigs. It's a lot of wigs there, Samantha. Embrace the bald, absolutely. I tell you what, man, I've saved a lot of money on haircuts because I just do it myself. So, favorite food you can't get in America, dude? That's easy. Fish and chips. Well, I guess you can, but you know, like, yeah, like, you know, fish and chips from like England or Australia or something. That's right. I don't need the hair, man. I got the eyebrows. Yeah, absolutely. Embrace the bald. Dim Sim. Oh man, Dim Sims. I could go for one of those right now. That sounds pretty good. Hell yeah, fish and chips. That's right. Am I bald by choice? No, I'm not, Brennan. So I'm in my mid-40s, and I started losing my hair maybe when I was in my early 30s, like 32, 33. But man, I didn't give a shit, honestly. I think, you know, a lot of people get really sensitive about it and don't know what to do and stuff, but I could care less. PS2 versus PS4. PS2, man. PS2. I like the PS4 a lot. I like it a lot. But come on, PS2 is iconic. Favorite RPG and why is it Xenogears? Good one, Lewis. Favorite RPG is probably going to be Final Fantasy VII or Secret of Mana. SNES versus PS1. I'd say SNES. I'd say SNES. Is HDMC boot a good option for PS2? I'm not really familiar with what's HDMC boot. Is that some type of HDMI adapter for it? Xbox One or PS4? Xbox One. Oh, hard drive McBoot. I'm with you. I thought it was HDMI boot. I'm with you. Yeah, no, that's awesome. I gotcha. Yeah, the free McBoot HD version. I'm with you. How good do you think emulating PS4 games will be on PC would be? Oh, I think it's. I mean, I know that there's some very, very early development on PlayStation 4 emulation on the PC. I mean, give it a couple of years, man. Who knows what's possible? I mean, the PlayStation 3 emulator is coming along pretty well. If you guys haven't checked that out in a while, so you know, I would definitely keep an eye on that one. PS2 Slims known to overheat. My PS2 Slim always gets very toasty when playing games. Oliver, I don't really know. I mean, my one seems to be doing okay. I'm curious. You know, what games do you play, and you know, what's kind of the longest play session you've had on it? They do tend to get pretty warm, but I've never really noticed them getting like super hot or anything. Mega Drive, Genesis, or Super NES? Again, I would say Super NES, but I really like the Genesis. Really, really like the Genesis. Anthem was designed to kill PS4s, dude. Yeah, I think Anthem got a bit of a bum deal when all those reports about it bricking PS4s came out, because it just seemed like it was not Anthem's fault. I think it was really more of a overheating issue, and it was just shutting down PS4s. Because I mean, I've had overheating problems on my PlayStation 4 Pro. Like, there's a couple of games that I play that have shut down my PS4 for overheating. So I don't necessarily think that was Anthem's problem. And one thing, I don't know if you guys remember, but is when that story broke, Sony pulled out a firmware update pretty quick. So I kind of feel like it wasn't an Anthem problem. Yeah, I mean, I've played Ace Combat 7 and I've had overheating and shutdowns on that. But yet, you know, people were blaming Anthem for it. I'm not defending Anthem. In fact, I've never played Anthem. I don't think it's a particularly good game, but I felt like it was a bit of a scapegoat that it got blamed for shutting down PS4s and stuff. And yeah, I mean, Ben Harvey's makes a good point there. I mean, you know, if you don't have your PS4 ventilated well, or if it's full of dust, you're going to get issues, and that's just the way it is. Looking forward to Rage 2. I'm a little skeptical. I don't know about Rage 2, man. Like, it just seems like a generic shooter that I'm not getting too excited about. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully it's a really good game, but we'll see. Opinions on Epic Store exclusives. So I don't know if this opinion is going to be one that everyone likes, but I don't really know why people are getting so upset about the Epic Game Store or the Epic Launcher or whatever. It's just a freaking game launcher, guys. I mean, it's running on a PC, so the amount of hate that it's getting, I don't understand it. So I guess my opinion there is I don't care, you know. But a lot of people seem to be very upset about it. I don't really know why. Hey, what's up, Gavin? Thank you so much for joining, man. What's up, Punky Dudester? I see you in the chat there, buddy. Thank you so much. Hey, thank you, Cliff, for the super chat. Much appreciated, sir. Do you have much knowledge on data signals for OG Xbox video? Not really. Not at this time. Would you consider main port improvements on PSP, Lee asks? Probably not, Lee. The Tyrone, any plans to collab with you and Mr. Mario 2011 in the future? Yes, there will be some collabs coming up, I'm sure. What do you think about Zen Plus? Will it live up to the hype? Guns down. Dude, I'm not really familiar with what Zen Plus is. School me. Let me know what that is, man. I'll check it out. Playing any games today? Lane, probably not, man. I'm just going to hang out for a while. What CPU and GPU are you rocking on your PC? Dude, I'm running a 8700K and a 1080 Ti. Hey, what's up, Tanner? Thank you for joining, man. I see you in the chat there. Jason L. Nintendo attacked me as well. Did you get copyright strikes there, Jason? Let me know, man. Eric T, during your homebrew days, was you on IRC and what was your handle on Xpins? Yes, I was, Eric. My name was Lantis. Jason L, 4 strikes on my channel the same week as you, dude. Dude, I'm really sorry to hear that. Were you doing like Nintendo's Twitch videos, or interested to hear what went down there? Do you watch Game of Thrones? Yes, I love Game of Thrones. Gaming Shark. Did you buy Cuphead on the Switch? I did not. Damn, 4 directly from Nintendo. Dude, that sucks, man. I feel for you. Hey, what's up, Ezra? I see you there, man. I'm doing well. Hopefully you're doing well there too. Thank you so much for joining. Oldest, Postal 2 on the Switch. No, there won't be Postal 2 on the Switch. Only because Epic owns the rights to Postal 2. So that's pretty much where it ends. I talked to Running with Scissors about it, and although they would love to send me the source code to Postal 2, they cannot. Will you eventually start making Switch videos again once a copyright thing dies down? Blake, I will eventually, but I think I'm I'm probably going to wait until the next Switch revisions come out. I think it's the best thing to do. I think right now things are just too hot right now, so I'm going to just kind of call it for a while. Roberto, thank you so much, man, for the super chat. Recommendations for PC build. I know I could build one myself, but don't know where to reliably source parts other than Newegg. I would check out PC Part Picker and put together a PC yourself. If you're not really comfortable with building one yourself, I mean, there are definitely some good pre-built gaming systems you can get. It really depends on what you're looking for. Are you looking for a gaming system? Are you looking for just more for video editing, music creation? I guess I need to know more about what you're looking for there. Jason, yeah, I would agree, man. I mean, I think there's definitely you'll have to find a new method to make videos and stuff. I mean, unfortunately, YouTube is not the place to do it. I mean, you could probably look at doing something like BitChute or something, but there's obviously a lot lower or a lot less of a viewer base over there, and honestly, BitChute isn't particularly great. So yeah, PC Part Picker is good. Yeah, good one. Build a PC on Reddit is a good forum as well. MVG, are you going to do a video on Steam Link Homebrew? I didn't know there was Steam Link Homebrew, but of course there is. I may take a look at that, you lad Jack. Maybe something worth checking out. What version of Windows do you need to rip original Xbox and 360 games with the Hitachi GD5000? I think I've tested everything up to Windows 7. So I think most of them should work. I haven't tried Windows 10 or Windows 8. But, I mean, it doesn't have to be Windows 98 or anything like that. The reason why I had Windows 98 on my video was because the PC that came with the drive had Windows 98 installed, but you could get away with up to Windows 7, I'm pretty sure. Twitch stream Nintendo Switch Homebrew. Maybe, Marshall. We'll see, man. I'm just kind of calling it with the Switch stuff for the moment. Unfortunately, it's just one of those things, man. It's something I can't really control. So I think the best thing to do is just to call it. And it's definitely not something that I want to do. I mean, you guys know that I definitely want to continue doing it, but unfortunately, it's just the way it is. Will you do a video on RPCS3? Yes, I will. Absolutely. Windows 10 killed itself with April updates on my PC. I haven't installed the latest update, so hopefully I don't get affected by that. Tanner, what's my Twitch? Just look up Modern Vintage Gamer. I have a Twitch account. I hardly ever use it, man, but I need to really start streaming over there. In fact, I'm thinking about... I'm not doing it tonight, but maybe the next stream or something I'll move over to Twitch. It's just YouTube is so much easier for me. I have everything set up over here, but we'll see. Favorite SNES game? Super Metroid. Nave. Will you do a video on the 3DS? Yes, I will, Costas. Absolutely. Yes, the 3DS video is coming, guys. I know everyone is like wanting it so bad. It's coming. I know I've been saying that like for the last couple of months, but it's definitely on the list, guys. Just hold tight. Yeah, 3DS Homebrew is awesome. I mean, you guys know I'm going to cover that for sure. So, favorite GameCube game? Oh man, that's a good question. I would say, and it's probably going to be Eternal Darkness. I'm a big fan of that game. I want to see Eternal Darkness either get remade or get some type of sequel. The dragons are coming. Are you a Game of Thrones fan there? What would be your most impressive modded OG Xbox capability? I mean, I think, you know, the cool things about a modded OG Xbox, I think that the coolest thing for me is, like, XBMC, the media player stuff. F-Zero GX is really good. It's hard to pick one good GameCube game, man. But right now, I would say Eternal Darkness. Thank you so much, Tristan, for the super chat and the kind words, man. I appreciate it. Yes, I am Australian, by the way, guys. I think I joke that I'm British on Twitter, but I'm actually Australian. Oh yeah, Luigi's. See, there's so many cool GameCube games. I really like the GameCube. Luigi's Mansion is a classic. I can't wait for the next Luigi's Mansion game to come out on the Switch. I'm pretty psyched about it. Dolphin works great for netplay. Yeah, I'll have to try that out. I heard good things about the netplay. Hi, MVG, in your most latest PS2 video, it looks like you were a bit aggressive on the PS1 and discs. Oh, no, I mean, if you were talking about the swap trick thing, when you do the swap trick on the PlayStation 1, man, you gotta move fast. If that's what you mean, when I was like swapping the disc really fast, it looked like I was being aggressive. Yeah, you gotta time that shit really well. So I wasn't like in a bad mood or anything. Yeah, you gotta swap those discs fast, man. And I don't have the reflexes I used to, you know. Okay, Hacks, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the kind words. Cliff Moore, what's your favorite system of all time? That's an easy one, man. OG Xbox. Does the GameCube have online capabilities? Yes, it does. You need the broadband adapter, though, and that's where it gets tricky because they're not really easy to find anymore. How long was your longest Windows update? Oh, man, I couldn't tell you, but it wasn't fun. Windows updates are always shitty. Do you ever watch Tech TV when it used to be on TV? Not really, Jackson. Wasn't really. I didn't really get into that kind of stuff, believe it or not. What's up, Welsh Tony's one? Thanks for joining, man. Will PS4 beat PS2 sales or come close? I don't think it will, because, you know, there's a new PS5 coming out supposedly next year, right? So, you know, I don't think consoles last as long as they used to anymore, and I really think that will mean that the PlayStation 2 will always have the crown of the most highest selling console. Although the Switch seems to be selling very, very well, I don't see the PS2 being dethroned anytime soon. Especially with the amount of consoles they keep kind of churning out. Seems like it's much faster. Yeah, I agree. The PS2 will never be beaten. I would agree with that. Quadzilla, really enjoy your work. Disappointed that we're not going to see any more Switch content. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know what to say, man. It's a bummer. It's a very unfortunate situation, but it is what it is. I gotta say, your videos inspired me to buy an Xbox. Have to check the local Goodwill. Yeah, man, check around. I mean, I think especially now with spring, summertime here in the US, we're going to start getting more electronics and old tech getting put out at garage sales and thrifts and stuff. So definitely take a look around. What did I look like with hair? I'll like I don't know how I'll do it, but I'll, in one of my videos or something, I'll put in like a photo or something of me with hair. Maybe at the end of the video, like, because no one ever watches the ending of the video, so maybe right at the end I'll have like a 1-second clip or something. Thoughts on the Atari VCS? Teen Mofi asks. It's a dumpster fire, man. I don't think it's even going to come out. I think the whole thing is smoke and mirrors, and I don't even believe it's a real product. I look like the dude from Stained. Are you talking about, like, is it Aaron Lewis? That's hilarious, man. Gamers Nexus. Gamers Nexus is like the guy with all the long hair, right? I don't think I ever had hair that long. I agree. The Atari VCS is a dumpster fire, no doubt. Well, hey, what's up, Elliot A? I see you there, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate the kind words, buddy. Have you seen Game Hunt's video on Antstream? Online with Ryan? I'm not sure, man, what that is. Yeah, tell me more about it. I haven't seen it, I guess, is the answer there. Gamers Nexus is otherwise known as Tech Jesus. Sorry if I meant to ask if there's any uses for the PS2 hard drive besides those couple of games. I think the PS2 hard drive is really more just for loading disk images off of, or game images off of. I don't really think you can do much with it anymore these days. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think the Atari VCS is. I mean, trust me, I want to see it come out, but I just don't believe it's real. They keep talking about how they have upgraded the specs on it, but I mean, they don't even have a product, So why would they upgrade the specs on it? Talking about the latest AMD Ryzen CPU and stuff to play Atari games. So it just doesn't seem real to me. What about the Coco Chameleon? Yeah, man. That whole thing was hilarious, dude. That Coco Chameleon thing, it was hilarious. Gamer Hut launched a Kickstarter in collaboration with somebody else for retro game. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll check it. I'll check that out, Fabian. Do you still the Switch? Do you still use the Switch homebrew off cam? Yeah, man. I still use my modded Switch. Absolutely. When are you going to pay attention to my comment about what Asus monitor do you use? Dude, sorry, man. The chat was flying past. I use an Asus Predator monitor. That's what I use. Oh, if you're talking about the ones in my videos, dude, it's just a crappy 23-inch 1080p Acer monitor. Oh, sorry, Asus monitor. I'm looking at it right now. I'm trying to see what model number it is, but I don't know if I can. But it's just a crappy 23-incher, man. I know from Australian YouTubers like Maximofo and Dolan Dark that y'all didn't get everything we got in the States, but what's the biggest thing that we got here? Wish you all got too. Love your content. Thank you so much for the super chat, Devin. The biggest thing that we got here that you wish you all got? I don't know, man. It's a good question. Let me think about that a little. Good question. Fast internet? I don't know. Good question though, man. And by the way, just in the just to be 100% transparent, Devin, I do live in the US, so I'm not actually in Australia. So let's be clear about that. So I guess I have everything in the States that everyone else has, right? But thank you so much, man. I appreciate the super chat. Tim Tams, dude, you can get Tim Tams in the US. They sell them at at Target and stuff. I've seen them before. Do you have any formal computer science education? Yes, Chase. Yeah, I went to college and I have a graduate, or I have a degree in computer science. Which retro video game would you like to see a reboot of the most? Man, there's quite a few. I would say Eternal Darkness. I would like to see a Silent Hill 2 reboot. That would be awesome. I'd like to see another Jet Set Radio game. Man, there's a lot. I'd like to see another Rally Sport Challenge get developed by DICE. And not using the Frostbite engine. There's a lot, man. Do I regret getting Windows 10? Sometimes. I mean, I don't really have too many issues with it, but I know, it's a bit of a dumpster fire. What's the favorite system that I modded? OG Xbox, man, for sure. What game do you want ported to the Switch? Oh man, that's a good question. Yeah, I mean, there's some good ones that I'd like. I mean, again, I'd like to see any one of those games I just mentioned, but I think I'd like to see like something like Dark Forces or Jedi Knight or something like that get ported. I mean, they're all open source, so there should be ports available. There's source code available, so those ports, in theory, can be ported to the Switch. Yeah, Jet Set Radio Future is awesome. Is the PS4 hacked or not? Yes, it is. Caramilli. I never had an issue with music production on Windows 10. Oh, thank you so much, Andre from Russia. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Getting ready for Mortal Kombat 11. Yeah, I'm going to pick it up tomorrow, Douglas. I think it's coming out tonight at 9 o'clock. That's what I keep hearing. It's coming out tonight. But, yeah, I'll probably pick it up tomorrow for sure. Amiga versus Mac. Dude, Amiga all day long. All day long. All day long. Hey, what's up, Not Gord? Thanks for joining, man. Josh Whittington, are you going to be at PRGE? Yes, I am, Josh. I am going to be at PRGE. It hasn't been officially announced yet, but I will be one of the guest speakers there. So I am really psyched about being there. And if you're going to be there, anyone else from the chat's going to be there, I would love to meet with everyone. So yeah, I'm pretty psyched about going out there. MK11 out here today in Oz. Yes, always gets out there a day earlier. Yeah, I heard it got data mined. Gets a lot of information about the unlockables and the DLC characters. Awesome, Josh. Well, hopefully I'll see you out there, man, and come up and say hello if you see me there. I'm sure you will. Are you still coming to New York in August? Yes, Robert. I will be at Long Island Retro Expo in August. I am super psyched about that as well. I'm going to be doing the West Coast and the East Coast this year, so yeah, I'm pretty psyched about it for sure. MK11 came out a week ago. Yeah, I heard it got leaked early. Can you answer my question about the USB 3 HDD for the Shield? What size allocation do I put on my 250? That's on your video. Dude, I would just... I guess I'm not really following what you're asking. Are you asking about like formatting your external USB stick? I mean, I would just format it as exFAT. It should be fine, man. Which YouTubers do I watch? I watch Mr. Mario 2011. He's in the chat right now, I'm sure. I think I saw his name. I watch, I like Spawnwave. Big fan of Spawnwave. As you can tell, I'm wearing the Spawncast shirt. I do watch Game Dev 1909. Yeah, see, Mr. Mario's in the chat there. Thank you so much, Francisco. What is your favorite piece of homebrew software and why? Oh man, that's a great question. It's probably Xbox Media Center. I mean, I think I've used that thing more than anything else, any other piece of homebrew. What's up, João Fernandez? I sent you a Streamlabs, got no response. I just need one answer. Just ask me here, man. I'm sorry. Things are moving Things are moving by too fast, so I apologize. If I don't answer your question, it's not because I'm ignoring anyone. I'm trying to keep up with everything, but as you know, it's hard to read everything. What's up, Retro Sam? Thanks for joining, man. GZ Doom on Switch is okay. I haven't tried GZ Doom on the Switch. Does that mean you can play the what's the Doom mod, the Bloody Doom? What's it called? Because I think with GZ Doom you can play that awesome Doom mod. The one with all the blood and gore, which is awesome. Brutal Doom, that's the one. I said Bloody Doom. Does Brutal Doom work? Because I'm assuming with GZ Doom it should work. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's awesome if it works. I mean, I think that's the only reason why I would port GZ Doom is to play Brutal Doom. How much do you think a Lantis autographed OG Xbox would be worth? Dude, I think it would actually drop in value. I'm just kidding, man. I have no idea. If you've got an OG Xbox, and if I ever see you, you want me to sign it for you, man, I'll do it. What's up, Amelieri? How you doing? What's up, Benderman115? Signing Xboxes. Only if people, only if they want it to devalue in price, I will. Have you bought any absurdly expensive limited edition consoles? I got into the 360 limited edition collecting for a while, but I got them when the systems came out, so I don't think I have really any really absurdly expensive LE consoles. I would love the white Panzer Dragoon Xbox OG. That's always been something that I've wanted for a long time, and I had a chance to get one back in the day, and of course I kind of passed on the opportunity, and you know, they're super rare now, but shit happens. Halo Edition OG Xbox with 2 terabytes. Awesome. I like those OG Halo editions. They're pretty good. Star Wars, yeah, the Star Wars 360 is pretty good. My favorite 360 LE though, I don't know why, man, is the Halo one. There's something about it I just really like. Smash a gaming machine? I don't think so, Angel. I have a brick Surface Pro 5. How do you brick a Surface Pro? Can't you just recover? What's your favorite 3D Mario game? I would say it is, and this is a little controversial, but I would say Super Mario 3D World on the Nintendo Wii U is my favorite. Don't at me. What's up, Cheesy Plays? Thanks for joining, man. Would you and GG Man Lives collaborate? I don't know who GG Man Lives is, but I'm assuming he's another Australian dude. So... Would you recommend a hacked 360 or a jailbroken PS3? I would probably say a Hack 360. I think you're going to get more value for your money, more bang for your buck. But a jailbroken PS3 is also very good. Will Ninja Gaiden 4 happen? Dude, I hope so. I hope we see another Ninja Gaiden game. I would love to see a new one. Have you gotten hold of a dev systems? I have a couple of dev systems, Dragon. I got a OG Xbox debug and a 360, a couple of dev kits. I got a PS3 dev kit. I definitely want to get more dev hardware though. I'm really wanting to get a Dreamcast Katana dev kit. I'd love to mess around with one of those. I want to do some Dreamcast deving at some point. Is a full custom firmware possible on later PS3s? I don't think so, NTG. Will you watch the Sonic movie? Yes, I probably will. I mean, it's going to be like a guilty pleasure thing, but I mean, I'm probably going to watch it. Have you seen OG Xbox PCSX Reloaded dev progress? No, I have not, Dylan. But now you've piqued my interest. I will definitely check into that. Looked into Xbox One homebrew at all? Not at the moment, Aaron Knights. Not at the moment. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden is backward compatible. That's pretty awesome. What piece of code that you've written you're most proud of? Justin, I'd probably say the N64 emulator I did on the OG Xbox. Or Killer Instinct on the OG Xbox. Why not use Callistos for Dreamcast dev? It's come a long way. I mean, I could see him. There's something about that dev hardware that just is very appealing to me. And having a debugger is always nice as well. Have you considered streaming your gameplay? I may eventually, Mucky Mucks. We'll see, man. Thank you so much, Chicken Chaser. Wait, Xbox has an N64 emulator? Yes, it does. It's called Surreal 64. Check it out. It's not perfect, man, but it runs pretty good. Anyone have extra Wii Key fusion chips? I don't, Arata. But someone else in the chat may be able to help you out there. Do not set up a GoFundMe for me. Do not set up a GoFundMe for me. I'm not looking for donations for a dev hardware. But if someone has a Dreamcast dev kit and they are wanting to sell it to me, send me an email or just send me a tweet or something. I've seen them on eBay before, but you know, people want like $2,000 for them. I'm not going to pay that much money for it. Do you like Silverchair or Powderfinger? I was a big Silverchair fan back in the day, Brandon. Yeah, Powderfinger wasn't really my jam, but they were okay. I haven't heard those band names for a long time though, man. So no plans to do a vid on the PS4 hacking scene. I will, man. Okay, hacks. I will definitely be covering the PS4 hacking scene. Just at the moment, I'm going to be honest. I'm a little, the whole Nintendo thing just kind of rattled me a bit, and I have this thing now where I'm wondering whether I should really cover current consoles that are out right now, because I feel like that's really when these companies get. I attract their attention, so I'm not sure. Maybe what I'll probably do is just hold off a little longer, and then we'll see. But After the Nintendo thing, I'm not sure if I want to just jump into PS4 because I'm worried that it will just be the same thing all over again. Yeah, Matthew Herrera says, Surreal 64 runs beautifully. Star Fox 64 at 720p. Yes, that is correct. Yeah, check out the N64 emulator on the OG Xbox. I think you'll actually like it. Yeah, too soon. I agree. I agree. I mean, I think Sony doesn't really care, but all it takes is someone to start making homebrew vids for the PS4, and all of a sudden Sony gets, you attract the attention of Sony, and who knows, So I think really it's more of a case of just playing it safe for a while. What's up, Split Mech? How you doing there, buddy? Commodore 64 homebrew. Man, I tell you what, have you guys seen that Super Mario 64? Sorry, the Super Mario World. I'm sorry, Mario for the Commodore, not Super Mario World. For the Commodore 64. Man, that's a really good port. I'll have to check that out. Sega Saturn has exciting homebrew mods. Yeah, for sure. I love the Saturn, man. Saturn's awesome. Super Mario Bros. 64, that's the one. Yeah, that looks like a really awesome port. I'm going to check that out for sure. Yeah, man, that Commodore 64 port is so good. I heard it took like 7 years to develop. Sega Saturn Online in 2019. Yeah, I want to get one of those net links because I heard people are still playing things like Daytona and stuff, which is amazing. Thoughts on the Xbox One Digital? Dude, I think it's a mistake. I think it's an absolute mistake that Microsoft decided to do that. Like, I don't understand, man. Like, the price just seems wrong, and yeah, I'm very confused. Very confused about the SAD edition. The price for me is the part that really confuses me more than anything. It just seems just overpriced for what it is. What's your preference for Conker's Bad Fur Day or Live or Reloaded? Ooh. Man, I don't know. That's a good question, man. Both of them really have their own charm. I mean, the Live and Reloaded looks really good with all the fur effects and stuff, but I would probably say Live and Reloaded because just for the control scheme, but I mean, either one is pretty good. You can't go wrong. But one thing I don't like about Live and Reloaded is they redid some of the voice parts, and you can tell it's kind of been spliced in with the original voice over. So it's a little disjointed sometimes, but overall, yeah, I like Live and Reloaded. It's pretty good. Oh, thank you so much, Frank, for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. Do I have a 64DD? No, I do not. Gran Turismo fan. I'd like to see a realistic Donkey Kong Country. That'd be pretty cool. Favorite Halo game? I'd probably say Halo 3. Alex. GameCube Online in 2019. We'll see, Marshall. Again, I need one of those broadband adapters. And, you know, they're not easy to find, not cheap to find. Do you think PS4 will have PS1, PS2 disc compatible? If you mean the PS5 Shadow King, I hope so, man. I hope it's compatible with everything. PS4, no, I don't think it will be disc compatible. Don't think that's going to happen. I think it's too late. Hopefully, Sony is investing in backward compatibility with the PS5. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I don't get the Xbox One sad edition. It is legitimately sad. What are you looking forward to for E3 in June? I think, dude, I think I want to see what Microsoft brings to the table. You know, they have all these studios, and you know, they've signed up all these studios. I really want to see what they bring to the table. But I'm also interested to see what you know, obviously Nintendo and Sony. Although I think Sony's not going to be there, right? I mean, I think they're skipping it this year. But yeah, I'm looking forward to see what Microsoft has, because I think everything is in Microsoft's court right now. They have to respond. But I think E3 right now is a bit of a spectacle these days. You know, it's not really what it used to be. Yeah, more crossplay. I think more crossplay would be really good. Totally agree. Yeah, Microsoft really has E3 to themselves, so you know, they got to do something really big this year. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're going to see the next Gears of War and you know, more of the next Halo. But you know, they've got all these studios, so let's see what they come back with. Yeah, I want to see more backward compatibility as well, for sure. For sure, man. Thoughts on the PS5 specs, Casey? Yeah, I kind of talked about it at the start, but I don't believe it. Like, I don't believe that it's going to be that powerful. I mean, I think we've been in the situation before where there's all these kind of specs thrown around, but when the system actually comes out, it's a little more cut down than what they originally said. And I talked about the 8K thing. How they were talking about 8K resolution and stuff, but you know, we can't even get 1080p 60 locked in. So let's worry about, you know, getting 60 FPS gaming before we talk about 8K and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not, you know, let's get 60 FPS going. Favorite PlayStation NTG television? PlayStation 2. What do you prefer to emulate on console or PC? I prefer to emulate on console. MVG, is this chair comfy and sturdy? I need something new. I like it, man. I mean, you know, a lot of people shit on the DX races as like a gimmicky YouTuber thing. I bought this. This wasn't like sent to me or anything, but I like it fine, man. I've had it for, this is like the third year I've had this chair, and it's held up pretty good. Yeah, exactly. I don't care about 8K. I just want 60 frames. If you give me 60 frames at 1080p locked or 1440p, you know, you have my attention. But if you start saying 8K resolution and ray tracing and all this other bullshit, it sounds like marketing gimmicky stuff. Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree. PS5 should be backward compatibility with all PlayStations. I mean, that would be very tough to implement, but I mean, can you imagine if Sony came out and announced that their entire library of games from the beginning would be backward compatible? Dude, they've already won right there, in my opinion. PS3 would be a huge challenge for sure, for sure. And I don't know if the 8K thing is going to be just for like DVDs or video content, but it's hard for me to get excited about that stuff. You know, when I saw the specs and everything, I was like, yeah, this sounds like the same shit when Sony was talking about the PS4 before the PS4 came out. And the same shit when the PlayStation 3 was announced, you know, with the all-powerful cell processing and all that stuff. And you guys know how the PS3 turned out. I mean, the PS3 is a great system, but it also was an absolute dog as far as CPU performance. I do miss PowerPC though. Silicon Graphics. I see you there in the chat, man. I miss PowerPC. Yeah. Ben Garrison. 8K doesn't matter when the games suck ass. It's true, man. Yeah, PowerPC's it's kind of dated, but I do miss PowerPC. You know, if you go back and think about like that generation, why did they all go to PowerPC? It just seems so strange, that move to PowerPC. PowerPC was literally not cool there, NTG. And if you know what I'm saying, literally not cool, because it was hot as shit on all the systems. What's up, Microsoft Windows NT? What is currently the best retro emulator? There's some good ones out there, man. I guess Retro Arch. I mean, it's, you know, you can't beat that. Everyone switched to PowerPC because IBM paid them to. Well, that's not wrong. Not wrong. It's so hot that Apple wasn't able to make a G5 PowerBook. Absolutely. That is true. That is true. You could heat your coffee off a PowerPC. Yeah, man. How long does it take to edit videos for YouTube? Dude, it takes a while. Takes a while. I'll give you some inside info about my PS2 video that I just released this morning. So this is how it went down. So I started scripting the video on Friday night. It took me about 3 hours to write the script. Then Saturday, I spent filming the video. And then Sunday, I spent editing the video. The editing piece took, I would say, maybe 7 or 8 hours. So total time was like 20 something hours to make that video. What's up, Anonymous? Howdy the MVG. What are your opinions on Nintendo's terrible 3DS protection that allowed FreeShop to exist? Well, I'm making a 3DS video there, Anonymous, so stay tuned for that. But, I mean, it's not really that surprising to me. Obviously, Nintendo haven't had a good track record when it comes to that stuff in the past. But I do think they've done a much better job with the Switch. Where do you want to take the channel? What's your goal? Phobius asks, dude, I don't really know, man, what the goal is. Just to have fun. I mean, you know, my goal is have fun and enjoy it and make videos, and whatever happens after that, we'll see. But honestly, you know, I'm just going to keep doing it as long as I can and just keep enjoying it. You know, if the day comes where I'm not enjoying it, then I'm probably just going to not stop, but I'll probably just kind of slow down. But right now, things are going pretty well. Yes, my goal is not getting copy striked. Yes, that is definitely a goal of mine. But yeah, man, I don't really have any long-term plans for the channel or anything like that. It's really just have fun, make videos, enjoy it, share some knowledge with you guys, and we'll just see where it goes from there, man. Came for the Amiga 64, stay for the console content, Bitbarn. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. I mean, if you go back and watch my stuff from like 4-5 years ago, and I'm not suggesting anyone does because it's all pretty bad, but I was doing more Amiga and Commodore 64 videos back then, and just kind of transitioned into console stuff. Yeah, it takes about a full day to make a video, Skater. Is YouTube your only source of income? No, I have a full-time job, Split Mech. And I guess that's one of the reasons why, I just decided I'm not going to make any more Switch videos or anything. The money I make on YouTube is, I mean, it's a little bit of money on the side. It's nice, but it's certainly not, going to be a full-time job for me. Unreal Championship 2, dude. I love Unreal Championship 2, man. I wish Epic would stop fucking around with Fortnite and just release another Unreal Championship game. Honestly. Dogan, yeah, I did watch the revision. I watched some of the revision streams, and I'm going to watch more of it tonight, actually, after I get off this live stream. Because, yeah, I heard a revision was sick this year. I saw a couple of the demos. I saw that Spectrum 48K demo. Dude, that was amazing. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to check out some more revision streams. Elliot, hey, dude, if you want to use AdBlocker, man, you go right on ahead, man. I don't judge, if that's what you want to do, go ahead for sure. Would Half-Life 2 or Doom 3 be possible to port for original Wii at reasonable frame rates? Maybe, Dominic. Maybe with some optimizations, I would say. Doom 3 is possible, but it would need some optimizations or some sacrifices. Let's put it that way. Have I played Cuphead? No, James. Dude, that game looks great, but it's not really my type of game. It just looks like an exercise in pain and frustration. So, not really my kind of game. What custom firmware do you use for your Switch? I use Atmosphere, Lee. Atmosphere is the one that I usually stick with. Yeah, Half-Life 2. The OG Xbox port is pretty good for what it is, but yeah, it struggles, no doubt. But Doom 3 on the OG Xbox runs very good, actually. That's actually a really good port. Have I played Goat Simulator? I have. I've played it on the PC. I like it. Battlefront? Which Battlefront? I like Bad Company too. Golden Jupiter Studios. Does that count? I guess if not, then I would take the original Battlefield. Yeah, Cuphead's not really my jam, Ultra M. Sorry, man. Will you do a video on getting the best picture out of the Xbox in 2019? Actually, Viewtify, yes, I'm actually currently working on that video. I got a hold of a XOSVP, which is the Xbox open source video something, and it's got a pretty good video signal. So yeah, there's a video coming of that for sure. Hey, what's up, Ryan Evans? I see you there, man. How you doing? Thanks for the super chat, Kamek. I heard that the next Battlefield will be Bad Company. That sounds interesting to me. That if that's real, then I may have to get back on the Battlefield bandwagon. Yeah, Dolphin does GameCube and Wii. Yep. Dolphin is a great emulator for sure. Do you think Xbox One SAD will be amazing as an emulated console using developer mode? Maybe first player. I think Xbox One SAD is pretty sad overall. So we'll see, man. Have you played CSGO? I used to play CSGO years ago. Haven't really looked at it for a while. Whenever you game, do you usually steer towards multiplayer, or are you a story mode? I'm usually a one-player story mode kind of guy, Jackson. So, for example, Call of Duty games, well, obviously not the last one because there was no single player, but usually if I get a new Call of Duty game, I'll play through the single player on veteran and complete that, then jump into the multiplayer until I get bored of that. So, yeah, I prefer a good a good single player campaign. Are you going to get Days Gone on the PlayStation 4? Yeah, I probably will. I don't know how good that game is going to be, but it seems interesting enough for me to want to check it out, so I will take a look at it. What would you say is your best COD? Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is my favorite. Modern Warfare 3. Yeah, I miss LAN parties too, man. I miss the old Halo LAN parties. Yeah, Days Gone will probably be $20. Yeah, I would give it some time. Like maybe a couple of months from now, I'm sure it'll be reduced pretty good. Modern Warfare 2 for the multiplayer. Yeah, I would say so too. Did ever exist a homebrew store for the Xbox Classic? There is a homebrew store of sorts, Caesar. If you take a look at the stuff that Rocky 5 has been working on, there's the Xbox Emmy Station, and the Xbox Emmy Station. That's got its own kind of homebrew store that you can check out. Hey, what's up, Gear Seekers? There are 2 people in our house watching a live stream. It's echoing between rooms. Well, that's awesome, man. You should turn that shit up to 11. Command and Conquer. Dude, I miss Command and Conquer as well. I'd like to see a legit Command and Conquer game. New Time Splitters? Yes, absolutely would love to see new Time Splitters. Absolutely. Favorite console controller? Duke controller, man. Spinal Tap, yes, we've got some Spinal Tap fans in the chat tonight. Yankee Doodle, if you have Nintendo installed, you need to get ISO images onto your USB drive there, man, or your SD card, or whoever else you're trying to use Nintendo. It's pretty easy to run, but I think you have to name the folders a certain name for it to work. Have you played or seen a game called Life of Black Tiger? I have not, Golden Jupiter Studios. I have not. When is my next video coming, James Smith? Probably next Monday, James. I don't know if I'm going to do a midweek video this week. The midweek videos, I mean, I'm not going to make them unless there's some reason to make them. The last couple of weeks, obviously, there's been some drama that's been going on, so I thought I would talk about both of those things, but look out for next Monday's video is when the next one will be coming. Do you think the 3DS scene will ever have a free shop return, or did Nintendo pretty much squash it? I would say never, Justin. Where there's a will, there's a way, man. Honestly. Do you play Fortnite? I do not play Fortnite, Samus. Doesn't interest me at all, man. It's not my kind of game. Noticeable homebrew port projects you started but didn't finish that you regret. Trumo, I actually made a video on this. It's maybe from a year ago, but I think it was called like Unreleased Ports or something. But I did. I ported Redneck Rampage to the 360, and I never finished it. I ported Postal to the original Xbox, never finished it. I'll probably get around to finishing that one day, though. There's a couple of others, man. I started a Killer Instinct port for the Switch, and I never finished that because it ran it didn't run very good. Needs more optimization. So yeah, there's a few ports, man, that I started but never finished for different reasons. Best Dreamcast game is Spawn in the Demon's Hand. I would say the best Dreamcast game is probably Soul Calibur or Jet Set Radio or Shenmue 2 or... man, there's some good games on the Dreamcast. Cannon Spike is another one. Some of those fighting games are good. Is overclocking in general worth the risk? Jackson, only if you know what you're doing, man. I would say no in general. Typically, you'll get a few more frames per second here and there, but it's not really worth the trouble. Oh, Tokyo Extreme Racer is a good one. Metropolis Street Racer is another good game too. Yeah, for sure. Legacy of Kain. Oh, yeah, Legacy of Kain's good too. Absolutely. FBI, open up. Hydro Thunder's good too. Yeah, I like the Xbox Live Arcade version of that. That was pretty fun, Hydro Thunder. Good game for sure. Favorite sport game? Ooh, I have to think about that one a little, man. It's probably like a soccer game, like not Sensible Soccer. Although I do like Sensible Soccer, but I like PES. You know, the PES games are pretty good. I like those. I don't know. I have to think about it, though. Like there's got to be a standout sport game that I like. Yeah, some of those Xbox sport games were good. Oh, NFL Blitz. There you go. I like NFL. Oh, Speedball. Yeah, Speedball 2. For sure. Yeah, Blitz was good. Mutant League Hockey. Ultra M. Bet you won't read this comment. I bet you I will. NBA Jam is... Yeah, NBA Jam is good stuff, man. Oh, Topspin. Yeah, Topspin was awesome. Yeah, you guys in the chat know what's up. Judson Rodriguez, X68,000 advice. Don't spend too much money. Don't get ripped off. Don't spend any more than, let's say, $300 or $400 on an X68,000. Anything higher than that, you're getting ripped off, man. Amp 2 was awesome. Good game. Do you like metal bands? Yes, I do, Retro Goth. I do like metal bands. Do you like the arcade one-up cabinets? Nah, not. I mean, I see. You know, the market for them, but it's not really my thing, man. See, Marshall. I did read your comment. Tony Hawk series is awesome. Yeah, I like Tony Hawk, man. Tony Hawk 3, Tony Hawk 2X, Tony Hawk 4. There's some quality there, dude. Yeah, the PSP emulator on the Switch, I got to check that out. I heard really good things about it. Mr. Sadface, metal bands I like. Dude, I like Slayer, I like Creator, I like Megadeth. I like a lot, man. I'm not really into the new stuff, so you know. I'm kind of more old school. Catch you later there, Supersonics. Thanks, man. Have I done skydiving? I have not, Skater. Have not done skydiving. I do like Linkin Park, actually. I do like Linkin Park. In Flames is pretty good. Morbid Angel. Yeah, man. I haven't heard the name of that band for many, many years. Yeah, I like Tony Hawk Underground. Do I smoke weed? No, I do not. I like Metallica, but, you know, Metallica's Metallica, right? I like Master of Puppets and Ride the Lightning Metallica. Iron Maiden. Danzig's pretty good. Anthrax. Oh, System of a Down's good, man. Yeah, I like System of a Down. I like Fear Factory. I like Fear Factory. Metallica's new album is pretty decent, Kieran. It's a nice little return to form. Cradle of Filth, yes. PS3's dead. I saw Cradle of Filth. Man, it's been a while, but I've seen them live in concert. I like Nirvana, Corey. I've actually seen Nirvana in concert as well, believe it or not. And I tell this story to everyone, but Nirvana sounded like absolute shit when I saw them live. But they came out to Australia when I lived back in Australia, and man, it wasn't a good concert. See, you guys are talking about band names I haven't heard of now. I don't know Death Grips. Limp Bizkit. No, I do not like Limp Bizkit. Nirvana's best stuff was the Unplugged session. Ben, yeah, maybe. Yeah. I have a theory about that, and I don't know if... Meshuggah's awesome, by the way, Lane. I have a theory about the Unplugged Nirvana thing, and I don't want to upset anyone in the chat or any of the Nirvana fans, but I question whether that Nirvana Unplugged stuff would have been released if Kurt Cobain was still alive. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, I like Nirvana. Pantera was good. Pantera was good. Was good up until Trendkill, and then I don't know what happened after that, man. I do like AC/DC. Yes, I do. Yeah, we're talking about music, man. Yeah, I'm a metal guy. Well, yeah, Heroin and Phil Anselmo for sure. Cousin Judd or Cuz Judd. I'm not an Ariana Grande fan. No, not really my thing. But yeah, I do like Nirvana. I have looked at Yuzu, Samuel. It's a great emulator. I use it actually for I use Yuzu for my Switch homebrew stuff. It's really good to test homebrew with. Do I like the Foo Fighters? I like him okay, Jesus. I like him okay. Guns N' Roses, I like Appetite for Destruction, and then they kind of just, I don't know what happened after that. Yeah, I mean, Ben, I agree, man. Like, I respect anyone that is talented in music. If you can sing good, you have my respect, but it doesn't necessarily mean I'm a fan. So, what's up, Superscore? Thank you for joining, man. Five Finger Death Punch. They're okay. Logical Taco. I kind of like Volbeat as well. They're pretty good. Can I sing? Vader? No, I cannot sing, man. I cannot. Sorry to disappoint. Wii U does still rock. Supersize? Absolutely. System of a Down, Ezra? Yes, man. Absolutely love System of a Down. Do I like Queen? I do like Queen. Great band. Have I played any Monster Hunter games? Not for a minute, Gran Turismo fan. Not for a minute. Suicidal Tendencies, yes. Oh yeah, I like them a lot, man. Dream Theater, they're okay. Dark Side, a little too technical and a little too artsy fartsy for my taste, but definitely respect the band. But not really my kind of music. I would say. Do you get overwhelmed by so many video games? Not really, Retro Mario. I don't know, man. I'm pretty good at, like, compartmentalizing things and just keeping things as they are, I guess. Any more videos pulled? No, Spring Hill Mac, no. Not that I'm aware of anyway. At least not since I last checked, a couple of hours ago. But I don't think so. Yes, suicidal tendencies is a band. Yes, let's be clear on that. We're not talking about any other form. It's just the band. Good band, by the way. Do you think Windows 8 is the worst? I don't know, Alex. It could be. It's a toss-up between Windows 8 and Windows 10. I can't really tell, man. Windows 8 was only around for a minute, so it's hard to say if it's the worst. Do you have any plans to tour your game collection? Yes, Jacob, yes. Yes, I will absolutely be doing that. Probably over the summer, I'm going to make a game room tour video. Windows ME is the worst. Yeah, Windows ME is pretty bad. I like Vista. Vista was a shit show when it came out, Colin. That was kind of the beginning of the end, in my opinion. Although Windows 7 turned out pretty good. What's up, Tory Clark? I see you there, buddy. Yeah, I would say Windows 7 is still the best. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Thanks, Adam Reed. I appreciate the kind words, man. Thank you so much. Do you plan to make more videos of arcade content? Yes, I do, Retro Gaming System Collectioner. Yes, I do. What is the best way for a complete beginner to learn to code? Man, that's a good question. I mean, I would say start with a programming language that's really easy to pick up. Something like Python or some basic scripting language, and just do some real basic stuff, man. Like, and I know it's a little cliche, but start with a Hello World program and then just go from there, and then write a little program to add two numbers together, and then write a program to multiply two numbers together, and then just start from there, and then write a program to print a random number from 1 to 100, and just keep working your way up, man. You gotta, if you want to learn how to code and you don't know where to start, you just start with the basics. Absolute basics is what I would recommend. Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat? I'm a Mortal Kombat guy. Yeah, I mean, just start with Python. It's the best way to go. Yep, Python is a very good language to start and learn the ropes on, for sure. Do you think next gen consoles will still have disk drives, or I think both the PS5 and the next Xbox will have disk drives. Yes. LUA code on PSP, that's another good one, but obviously, you have to jump through some hoops and get your PSP modded, which is pretty easy to do, of course. But have you tried the Super Model 3 emulator? I have. It's awesome. Very, very good. Commodore Basic. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with learning Basic. I mean, it's just, you're fighting with the Commodore keyboard, I guess, or an emulator. What is the safest way to mod a console? Don't brick it. No, man. I would say, to be real on that answer. Don't ever watch a YouTube guide on how to mod a console. Look at a tutorial on a reputable website is what I would say, and take your time. And if you're not sure, either stop what you're doing or ask for help. 'Cause, like I said, there's nothing wrong with learning Basic. I mean, there's nothing wrong with learning Basic. I mean, just, you're fighting with the Commodore keyboard, I guess, or an emulator. Yeah, just research it. I mean, watching YouTube videos on modded systems is fine, but don't follow a YouTube video as a guide. So yeah, that's what I would say. I didn't call out Mr. Mario. I mean, he makes some really good videos. But the thing about YouTube tutorials is they kind of, I mean, as soon as you release them, they get out of date. You know what I mean? Because like next week there'll be some new method that comes out, and it makes it it just makes the videos obsolete. Because I mean, I've done tutorial videos as well, and every single one of my tutorial videos are all out of date now, and that's just the way it is, you know. So if you stick to like Wololo or the .guide websites, they always have some good info. Like my PSP, my PS Vita video, that's so out of date now. I'm almost thinking about just pulling it offline, because no one should be using that. My Wii U modding video, I mean, technically it's still fine, but it's kind of out of date as well. So you know, those are the things you have to consider when you talk about modding. Well, I mean, there is, I mean, stuff like the Wii and the PSP. I mean, those methods, they're not going to change. But anything that's fairly current, like the PS3 and the Vita, you know, they're still kind of in a state of flux right now. There's still movement there. I mean, Sony, for whatever reason, is still bringing out updates. So you just got to be careful about looking at tutorials online. Yeah, that's a good point, Dragon. And I think most reputable YouTubers do put disclaimers out there that say, you know, this may be out of date, or use at your own risk. It's your responsibility, you know, if you break your system and all that sort of stuff. But I think my advice is read a guide and then watch a video as a complement to that guide, and you should be good. Best mod ever was the Pandora's battery. Yes, it was. Absolutely it was. Least favorite Xbox. That would be the Xbox One. Letterbomb's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, Vita stuff moves really fast, Nicholas. I can't even keep up, man. Like, it's almost like we should just wait. But I think it's finally done now. I think, right? I mean, we still don't know. I mean, you know, Sony's bringing out PS3 updates still, and so who knows if it really is. What happened to your GameCube? You modded and said you were going to give away. I'm still going to give away the GameCube Amnesia. I am planning on giving away stuff. The reason why I held on that was because, I don't know if you guys know, but YouTube really came down hard on people that were doing giveaways on their channel, and I need to come up with another way of doing giveaways, and I'm not really sure the right way to do it, but I am still planning on giving away some stuff this year on the channel for sure. So YouTube doesn't like when you basically say, hey, I'm going to give away something on my channel. In order to do so, you know, you should like my video and subscribe and all that sort of stuff. They basically said, if you do that, we're going to issue some type of not copyright, but we're going to take your video down or whatever. So it's against the terms of service basically. So I guess what I need to do is like use Twitter to do the giveaway and do it that way. So I am planning on giving away stuff on the channel, absolutely. Because I've got extra hardware here, and you know, I want to definitely give some of that stuff away for sure. Community guidelines, that's the one. A lot of people got caught out by that, doing giveaways. Have you played Superman 64? Oh man, I have, but not for a long time. They said Instagram is taking away likes as well. Oh, right. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, they don't like when you kind of artificially, I don't know what you want to call it, game the system, I guess. Yeah, it's an interesting one. I need to talk to someone about giveaways and how to manage them. But I mean, I think I'm just going to use like Facebook or Twitter. But see, the thing is, not everyone uses Facebook and not everyone uses Twitter, so it really makes things a little different, But anyway, what can you do? But yeah, I am still planning on doing giveaways on the channel. Absolutely. Are you afraid you'll ever run out of video ideas? Jarrett, not really. I mean, I think I have quite a bit of material to get through. I mean, there may be like a certain week that goes by where I may eventually be trying to come up with an idea or something, but I'm not too worried about it, man. I mean, I think at the end of the day, if I can be entertaining to you guys, and then that's really all that matters, So, I mean, I want to be realistic too, that not every week is going to be a banger. I'd love it to be a banger, banger video, but there's going to be weeks where it's, the videos aren't going to be as popular as other weeks, right? So that's just the way it is. But no, I don't think I'm going to run out of content anytime soon. I think I'm bringing something a little bit unique and different to the table. So we'll see, man. We'll see. If you start seeing me make like gameplay videos and stuff, that's when I've run out of ideas. Have you played the Super Mario Brothers port on the Commodore 64? I have not, Muggsy, but I'm going to check that out for sure, man. Because that looks like an awesome port. Have you played Drake of the 99 Dragons for Xbox? I have not. Golden Jupiter. Yeah, old PC games. I mean, I've got old PC hardware. I've got 3D effects stuff. I mean, there's a lot of things I can cover on the channel. So I'm not too worried about lack of ideas and stuff like that. Is there a game that you've played competitively? No, not really, Harvard. No. Do medal reviews? I don't think so. Thank you so much, Moderate Gamer. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate the kind words, man. Will you cover the GDMU for Dreamcast? Maybe, Retrogoth, maybe. I mean, I think it's... That product has been out for a while now, and but I may take a look at it. It's definitely something that's interesting to me, and it may be worth taking a look at. Thank you so much, Choco Smoke. Appreciate the kind words there, man. Did Blockbuster stores close in Australia? I don't know. You'd have to ask someone in Australia right now. Do I watch drop tests? No. I used to watch like Tech Racks. The guy that like blows up phones and shit. There's something like therapeutic about like the stuff he was doing. I guess that's why he got so many views. But no, I'm not really big on the drop test videos. Blockbuster recently closed. Oh, that's a bummer. I think there's one left here in the US somewhere. Yeah, one Blockbuster currently running worldwide. Yeah, Mr. Mario knows what's up. Last one in the world. I don't know where it is. In Oregon. There you go. Do you guys say aluminium or aluminum? I say aluminium. And people think I'm crazy over here when I say aluminium. The last Perth one shut down. That sucks, man. I used to love Blockbuster. I used to go to Blockbuster every Saturday and get PS1 games. It was always a good weekend. I'm forcing myself to say aluminium. Are you saying like aluminium, something like that? I don't. Yeah, aluminum sounds better. I think. I don't know. What's a game you've rented twice? Oh man, probably like Tekken 3 on the PlayStation. I played the shit out of that game. So good. What's the worst PlayStation 1 game I've rented? Ooh. Man, I don't know. There's some stinkers in the PS1 lineup. Favorite portable console? I would say it's the PS Vita, Armin. Yeah, Super Mario Stars for the SNES. I remember renting the hell out of that too. You're the reason I bought a JTAG Trinity console. Been modding since 2006. Thank you so much, Retro Goth. I appreciate the kind words, man. Bubsy 3D. It's pretty terrible. PS Vita MK9. That's pretty good, yeah. I'm trying to think of a bad PlayStation 1 game that I rented and I disliked immensely. I have to think about that one. Will you do a LAN party tutorial over your channel like Halo or Star Wars? I did a Excellent Kai video on Halo, but I may take a look at that again. I get asked that a lot, so it may not, because I think the Xbox, or sorry, the X-Link Kai video I did was specific to Xbox. I may do one that's kind of a little more generic on different systems, because I know people still play Mario Kart on the GameCube online and stuff, so Celebrity Deathmatch. I didn't play that one. Didn't play Celebrity Deathmatch. Buck Bumble on N64. I don't think I ever played that one. Do I hate Halo 5? I don't hate Halo 5. I don't hate it, man. I mean, I think it's okay, you know. But it just, you know, it wasn't really for me. Play Jersey Devil on PS1. Was Jersey Devil like a Sonic ripoff? Or maybe I'm thinking of something else, but Halo 5 is better than 2014 Master Chief Collection? Ooh, I don't know, man. I don't know about that, Alex. What do you think Half-Life would play like on the N64? Dude, I don't think it would play it at all. I think it's not even... I don't think it's possible. Unless it's completely blurry vision. Yeah, it just doesn't sound like it's feasible to me. What are my thoughts on Metal Gear Survive? I never played it. I thought it was a complete cash grab by Konami, and it's a game that should never have been made, is my opinion. Gran Turismo 1 and 2. Yeah, Gran Turismo 1 and 2 is awesome, man. Love that. Never played or never play Metal Gear Solid, because anyone that hasn't played Metal Gear Solid should play Metal Gear Solid. The Dreamcast Half-Life port is pretty decent. But yeah, it's really more of a tech demo than anything. Best console to mod, I would say OG Xbox or Nintendo Wii is pretty good. PSP, Vita. It really depends, man. I mean, if you're looking for more of a handheld solution, I'd probably say a Vita. If you want more of a console, traditional console, go the Wii or the OG Xbox. Sorry for the dumb question, but do you like Fortnite? Samuel, I've never played Fortnite. It's not really my bag. Not really my bag. Did you ever get the Nintendo situation resolved? No, I did not. No, we're still in the same situation we were in. Afflicted One, there actually is a Doom 64 EX port for the Switch. I've tried it. It runs really well, man. So yeah, you should check it out. It's a solid port. Yep, Master Turkey says it's a reality. It is. It's great. It's great. I have a very important question to ask about an original Xbox game from Sega. I was wondering if you're ever going to do a review of this game. It's called Otogi. Otogi. Man, I love that game. Love it. Am I going to review it? I don't think so, man. But I really like Otogi 1 and 2. Awesome games, and definitely ones that I want them to bring back. From Software. If anyone from Software is watching, we want Otogi 3. Most recent game you've enjoyed? I would say I liked Far Cry. The latest Far Cry game, that was pretty good. Division 2 was alright. I mean, I think the one that I really enjoyed the most was Resident Evil 2 Remake. That was far and away the best game I've played so far this year. Or Devil May Cry. Either one of those two games were quality games. Ever played Forza? Yes, I have. Every single one of them. Hey MVG, is there a way to play DVD on OG Xbox in progressive scan without mods? Jupiter, I don't think so, man. I think you need to mod. Oh, hey, I see Rerez in the chat. Thanks for joining, man. What dream sequel would you like to see from one of your favorite games that never got done? I would like to see a sequel to Jet Set Radio Future. I think that would be my dream sequel. Yeah, Jet Set Radio Future, man. Blood Rain 3. Blood Rain was a good game. Were you ever into the Deus Ex series? Yes, I was. Deus Ex was awesome. Half-Life 3. I mean, that's a... Half-Life 3 is never coming out. Calling it now, fellas. I don't care what Gabe Newell trolls people with. It's not coming out. Thoughts on PS5 hardware, Austin? Yeah, I kind of mentioned it before. If it's real, then it's really good. I just don't think it's real, man. Don't think it's real. Yeah, Otogi. I'll take Otogi 3. Absolutely. Absolutely, I'll take Otogi 3. Do you watch the Retro Roundtable series? Sometimes Wicked. I don't watch it all the time, but I do watch it occasionally. It's pretty entertaining most of the time, so I will. I do watch it. Xbox One dev homebrew thoughts. Retro Goth. I haven't really looked into it too much. I think it's interesting, so it's hard for me to give an opinion on that at this time. Really enjoyed your recent video. Thanks. You did the Xbox history one. Yes, I did, Jules. Yeah, I really liked. I really enjoyed making that video. That's actually one of my favorite videos that I've made. No one watched it, but I really enjoyed it. It was a good one. What's your opinion on the Polymega? They tweeted out today some photographs of their controllers, and I gotta say, man, those controllers look a little funky to me. I don't know, especially the 6-button one. But I will say that I want to see the Polymega do well, but we'll see, man. We'll see. I think the Polymega is real, so I don't think the Atari VCS is real, but, you know, I'm still a little skeptical about the Polymega, not going to lie. If Retro RGB did interviews, I hope he has you on. Yeah. I mean, if he wants to reach out to me, man, I'd be more than happy to talk to that dude. He seems like a pretty good guy. Favorite controller for PC games? I just used like a wide Xbox 360 controller, Tony. Atari VCS, you forgot about it? I think a lot of us did, man, because that product is not real. Does your voice sound different, or is it just me? I think it's just you, little boner, but, you know, there's no compression or, you know, normal stuff that I add on my voiceover. So it's just pretty normal, I guess. Have I tried El Dorito? Yes, I have, Ninja Hunter. Yes, I have. Any news on the FBA license? Sorry if this is brought up, just joined. Jules, that's a good question. So Jules is talking about the video that I made about the Capcom arcade stick, how it's using a non-licensed emulator, FB Alpha. And there was some confusion about how Capcom actually is using this emulator because it's specifically non-licensed. To answer your question, there's been no updates, so I don't really know what's going on there. So I think there's definitely more to come there. What do you think about the Apple Arcade? Armin asks. I don't really have an opinion, man. It's not really something that I'm interested in. What's up? Where's my cash? Thanks for joining, man. Do you know if the NVIDIA Shield can play DVD Blu-ray images? I have not tried, but if I mean, it can run, you know, Kodi, so there's probably a really good chance it'll run DVD images. Blu-ray, I'm not sure. If someone else knows the answer, please chime in for sure. Do you use a CRT or HD TV for OG Xbox? I usually mainly use an HD TV. I do have a CRT though. Are you into Bleem Sync and Auto Bleem? I haven't looked at that stuff in a while. You bought a 3D TV, mistakes were made. I mean, at the time, man, they seemed like they were the next big thing, right? I mean, I think there was a period of time where I felt like I should get one, but yeah, that was interesting. I remember there were video games that like supported 3D images, like some of the Call of Duty games had 3D support and stuff. Like I think Black Ops maybe had it, a couple of others. 3D TVs and curved TVs, yeah, they're a little bit out of date now. What's your favorite original Xbox game? Man, there's a lot. There's too many to mention, man. I mentioned Jet Set Radio Future is definitely one of my favorites. Atoji is up there. Rally Sport Challenge 2 is a good one. Halo, of course. Fable. Jade Empire. All good stuff. Do you own a Reset Glitch Hack Xbox 360? Yes, I do. I do. What's Kodi? Kodi is a media player, or a media center, I should say. Open source one that runs on many different devices, Samuel. And it's KODI. So if you go to Kodi.com, you should be able to find out more info. Do you remember Sony's 120 hertz 3D PlayStation TV? Yeah, I do actually. It would sync with the video with the glasses. That was interesting stuff, yeah. Sony was doing some wacky stuff, man. What Pixel? I have a Pixel 2. Hey MVG, I'm too old to do the live chat thing. I appreciate your content. Thanks, Michael. Obligatory dev question: GCC or CLang? I would say GCC, Michael. I'm a GCC guy. Hey, what's up, Zodiac? I'm doing pretty well, man. How are you doing? Best place to start getting OG Xbox game rips? I have no idea, Skylar. I would just jump on Reddit on the OG Xbox forum or something. I have no idea. Video on the N-Gage. I don't actually have an N-Gage out of tech support. If I decide that I'll pick one up, I may look into that. Do you work in related to computers, or do you do full-time YouTube? I work in computers, first player. Yeah, 50. I have a 50-inch Vizio, and compared to my cheap 4K TV, it blows. Yeah. I mean, TVs are so cheap, and I mean, they're all pretty good these days. Do I have an original PSP Go dock? I do not. I wish I did. Yeah, I do use Premiere Pro, Alex, for all the video editing that I do on the channel. Did you ever work on PSP Homebrew? Yes, I did, RetroGoth. I ported Doom to the PSP many years ago, back in like 2005. Which particular emulator did you enjoy writing during the Xbox days, and which did you hate, found most difficult? I think Surreal 64 is my favorite emulator that I worked on. And the one that I found the most difficult, I mean, I started working on like a Sega Saturn emulator and stuff, and because Sega Saturn emulation has always been really difficult, I would say that one. There's also been some other emulators that I've started working on that just kind of died because I realized very quickly that the Xbox didn't have enough, processing power to make it run the way that I wanted it to. How tired are you from doing this live stream? I'm getting pretty tired, man. It's been 2 hours and 17 minutes. I'm gonna give it about 15 more minutes, Jackson, and then call it for the rest of the night. But man, I'm having fun hanging out with you guys. I hope you guys are having a good Monday night, or wherever you are in the world. I guess it's Tuesday morning for some folks in the world. But yeah, I'm definitely enjoying hanging out with you guys. I think the next time I live stream, I'll get some gameplay going for sure. We'll play some retro stuff. Have I watched Impractical Jokers? I have not. Primal Rage soundtrack. Mistakes were made. 12:15 in Adelaide. Well, I hope you enjoy your lunch there, Jono. Thoughts on Avengers Endgame? I'll definitely go check it out. Definitely going to go check it out. What's up, Eduardo? Excessive Sup, man. Love the Saturn emulator on the Shield. Yeah, the Shield, the Saturn emulator on the Shield is really good. Really good. Did I like MechAssault for the OG Xbox? Hell yeah, man. I really liked it, and I want Microsoft. I mean, I think Microsoft owns the license. I could be wrong. But I believe that Microsoft owns the MechAssault license. So E3's coming up, so let's get that going. Thanks. Thank you so much, Tony. Have you tried the EPSXE emulator for PS1? I have. It's really good. Really good. You say good like a Yank, but everything else like another. I mean, dude, I've lived in the US for such a long time. I'm sure I'm picking up the accent. Cheers for the video, mate. Your PSP series made me dust that thing off and made the train a better time. Awesome, George. I'm glad you're enjoying it again, man. What's up, Mr. Armenia? How you doing there, buddy? What's your favorite DOS game? Probably Doom or Duke Nukem 3D. I like the LucasArts adventure games. They're pretty good. I've got a big box DOS collection above me, so I'm just kind of looking at the stuff that I have. But stuff from that era is pretty good, you know. Forza Horizon 3 or 4? I would say 4. That's a tough one though. But yeah, I would say 4. Hexen's awesome. Do you have any tips for an Aussie visiting the US? Make sure you tip. Make sure you tip. In Australia, you don't tip, so you'll get funny looks or worse, yelled at. So make sure you tip the wait staff here. They make hardly any money, so help them out. I think that's the best advice I can give you. And if you're not sure how to tip, my rule that I always use is whatever the bill costs. So let's say the bill is $20. So take 10% of that, which is $2, and then add 50% on top. So basically tip them like $3. Yeah, I would tip like 15%, and sometimes you get really, really good service, and you want to give tip some more money. So, yeah, wait staff get shit for pay, so help them out, make them feel good. Always tip, man. That's probably the best advice I can give you. What's my favorite vintage computer? The Commodore Amiga is my favorite vintage computer. Love the Amiga. How fast was my internet when I lived in Australia? I want to say that I had ADSL or something like that at the time, but I was on like 56k dial-up for many years. Have I tried Guitar Hero before? Yes, I have. Guitar Hero 2 was my favorite. Yeah, I've heard MBN is doing pretty good down in Australia there, Ninja Hunter. I'm going to be back in Australia in July, so we'll see how good that MBN is down there. Hey, what's up, Juan Ramirez from Wisconsin? Thank you so much for joining the chat, man. What got you into vintage gaming? I mean, dudes, I grew up in the 80s and the 90s playing my Commodore 64 and then my Amiga, so I guess I didn't really get into it. I've always been playing video games, I guess. So, for me, that era, the 90s, of the 16-bit console era and the home computer era was probably the best era, in video games, at least for me. So, yeah, I mean, it definitely wasn't something that I just, recently got into. Have I played N-Blood yet? No, Scramble 45 I haven't, but I'm going to definitely check it out. I want to definitely take a look at that. I think that is an interesting port. Did you ever go to EB Games back in Australia? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, EB Games was around at the time. In fact, I did go to EB Games, and let me show you here. I did go to EB Games because if you look at my you see my big box Halo game. It was bought from EB Games, so yeah, I was an EB Games guy. Just had to think about it there a little bit. Have I played Initial D? Yes, I have it, an import copy on the PlayStation 2. Initial D is awesome. my left side Headphone is shorter. Sorry, man. I didn't realize. Do you recommend any modders at fixing systems? I'm not really. I don't really know too much about like who's good at modding these days. I think my advice is just take a look at your local area, Craigslist or classifieds, Facebook groups, whatever. There's usually someone that offers those types of services, and just maybe just get in touch with them and kind of feel them out and see if it's worth getting involved in. Jules Willis, thank you for your work and videos from a fellow Dev Amiga coder. Check out the Breakpoint stuff from last weekend if you haven't already. I will do that, Jules. Thank you so much, man, for the kind words. I will definitely take a look at that. And the other thing I'm going to look at actually after this stream is I'm going to look at the revision demos that happened this weekend at the revision party, because some of those demos, man, looked really good. Little Spade, do you think you can make a PlayStation Vita emulator for the PC? Isn't there already one that's out? Little Spade? I'm pretty sure there is, man. If anybody is in Las Vegas, I wouldn't mind hanging out. I'm going to be in Vegas later this year, Skylar. Yeah, Vita 3K is a Vita emulator. But yeah, early stages. What do I do in my work? First player, I run an IT company. Well, I don't run an IT company. I run an IT department at a company here in the US. Is your arcade machine a MAME or original hardware? It's original hardware, Maxim. Skylar, yeah, man. Send me an email. info@modernvintagegamer.com. Let me know what you want to do. If it works out, we can definitely meet up for sure. Going to Convex, Bitbarn. No, I think I'm going to the. Well, not think I am. I'm going to the Commodore Retro Expo, I believe. Am I hyped for the Flows 3.7? Yes, I am. I'm very hyped. Have I seen the movie Office Space? I have, man. It's an awesome movie. All right, guys. We've got about 5 minutes to go before I wrap it up for tonight. SoCal Retro Gaming Expos in June. No, I'm not going to that one, G Medina. I'll be at the Portland Retro Expo in October, and I'm going to the Long Island Retro Expo in August. SoCal, no. I've done some coding on the Amiga, Jules. I ported Rise of the Triad to the Amiga and Strife, which is a early FPS game that is based, well, it runs on the Doom engine. So if you look on Amunet, some of my stuff is on there. I also ported Open Beats of Rage to the Amiga as well. Yeah, Rise of the Triad is sick. I love that game. I also run Exotica. Oh yeah, I'm very familiar with that website, man. Have we bumped into each other? Probably not, but I definitely dig your website. Have I played Dead or Alive Volleyball? Yes, I like Dead or Alive Volleyball. It's good stuff. Hey, what's up, CRTK? Thank you so much for joining, man. It's great to see you here, man. Yeah. Thank you for joining, man. I really appreciate it. You just caught the end of the stream too, so we've got a couple of minutes to go before I wrap it up here. Am I developing, porting any new homebrew for the Switch? Not at the moment, Fistop. Not at the moment. Am I planning on making any arcade one-up videos? No, I'm not. Do I watch any classic gaming YouTube channels? I like CGQ. He does pretty good stuff. Like GameSack, they do some good videos as well. Yeah, I mean, I watch other channels for sure. Retro Goth, if you need music for a video, I produce electronic metal. Thanks, man. Yeah, I may take you up on that. Thoughts on Rise of the Skywalker? I mean, trailer looks good, man. I'm in. I'm going to watch it. I'll probably watch it opening day. Hey, MVG, longtime fan. Have to ask, what's your favorite Dreamcast game of all time? And what was your favorite homebrew port you worked on? Favorite Dreamcast game? Man, there's so many good ones. Sonic Adventure, Soul Calibur. I mean, I think I'd say Soul Calibur is my favorite. Yeah, I heard about Dave from GameSack was leaving the show or has left the show. That's a bit of a bummer, but I'm sure I'm sure Joe will do well. Do you like Gunlord on the Dreamcast? I do like Gunlord. It's a good game. If you like the Turrican games on the Amiga, or like Mega Turrican on the Genesis, it's Gunlord's a pretty good game for sure. What's up, Lamboa? Thanks for coming, man. I have maybe like 2 minutes to go before I finish up, but you're good, man. I normally don't announce these too much in advance, so sorry to catch you off guard. Have you seen the Crash Team Racing and Medieval remaster? Oh, I haven't seen them, but I'm interested in both for sure. Favorite Nintendo game? That's easy, man. Super Metroid. Thoughts on Wolfenstein: The New Order and 2? I like him. I like the Wolfenstein games. Ever did a 1-star Mario 64 speedrun? I have never speedrun any game. Ultra Core on the Mega SG. Yes, it is good. I like it a lot. It's really hard though, man. Really hard. Will I be coming to London anytime soon? I wish, man. I wish. I would love to go. I'll definitely go to England at some point. It's not going to be this year, unfortunately, but I would definitely love to go to Sydney, to England. All right, gents and ladies, I'm going to finish up for now. We've hit 2.5 hours, and I'm going to take a break and get something to drink and watch Revision Mod Party from overseas over the weekend. So thank you guys again for hanging out with me. I really enjoyed it, and I don't know when I'll live stream again, but probably in a couple of weeks from now. And next time we'll play some games. I'll get some retro stuff going on. Maybe I'll get the DOS PC out and we'll fire up some old school stuff or something. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me, guys. I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you in the next one. Take care, fellas.